very important for client relationship. You need to have a marketing machine or a plan, something that communicates consistently to your database via email, mail, and a plan for calling, okay? And we don't exclude any of them. And a social media plan. I mean, frankly, that's a marketing plan too. So you really have to have 4 different plans in place for your marketing to manage this consistently. Now, the last piece that's the missing piece for most people is a lead management funnel. We taught 10 strategies today, or 9 strategies today to generate leads, okay? Now, these leads are going to be coming at you. Do you notice we didn't say this is the only way to do real estate, did we? We gave you many options that work for many different people, and all of them work. You're not going to do all of them. You're going to pick what works for you. But yet, you might have 2 or 3 or 4 different processes that are operating, generating you leads, and now we know that we have to keep track of all these leads. So this is how we do it. Okay, how did I do that? Okay, so here's the thing. Today we have to manage many, many more leads. The reason is because 10 years ago, when we identified a client, literally when they called us and said, I'm thinking about selling my house, right? We had no way to predict who was going to call us and when they were going to be ready. But because of technology today, the scary part is we know somebody might be interested in selling their home before their spouse does. They go online, they start searching, they click here, all of a sudden we track them with a pixel off of our Facebook. We track them with a cookie, we know their IP address. They drop in, they put in their email address, we've got their email address, we got maybe their first name, right? So we got their first name, email address, and we know that they're searching for homes. And their husband hasn't been home from work yet. We know before the husband does. That's scary. We frankly know sometimes 2 years before they're actually ready to make a purchase. National Association of Realtors says they start thinking about it 6 to 12 months prior to actually making the first call to a real estate agent or a mortgage broker. 6 to 12 months. And we're tracking leads that far out now. So in order, how do you manage that? You have to have a lead funnel system to manage that. So here's what a lead conversion funnel does. Number 1, it's a process to manage new leads, somebody who's showing interest in real estate for a long term, right? Up to 24 years, 24 months. Some people are right now with short sales and stuff. Some people have to wait 7 years after a short sale, right? On jumbo, 7 years a lot of times. You might be managing somebody for 5 to 7 years in this funnel. Manages a database, and it manages the leads by priority. It automatically prioritizes the leads with you and helps you figure out who's real and who's not. It has a marketing component built in to communicate to them, to give them like little hooks in the water, right? To get them to create triggers so the system can identify where are these people on my priority list. So if you think about it, here we have people who just inquired. They might have went to a website, right? No real interest. Some of them might be looky-loos. Some of them might be real. We don't know, right? There's no way to know. We got an email address and a name. That's it. We call them, they don't answer. We email them, nothing. We don't know who they are. Qualified lead. They did some type of buy signal, right? They sent you an email that said, I'm interested in this property. Maybe they went onto the mortgage calculator and it notified the mortgage lender, hey, I'm starting to look for a loan, right? On a sell side, maybe they asked for a CMA. Right? I'm interested in the CMA. They created a trigger. It has a follow-up plan for you. It manages you. It says, hey, you, call this person. They did a buy signal, right? They said, hey, I need something, or maybe they're searching a lot, right? It's saying they're searching, oh, better start paying attention to this person. And lastly, it notifies you when they're making a buy signal. Bloop, on your phone. Joan Smith is making a buy signal right now. He's on his computer right now. Call him, right? Follow up with that system. So in order to be successful in the future, and I promise you, 10 years from now, if you're not doing this, you might not be in business.